Okay, so for the next fakulti, it's going to be from Fakulti Sains Perubatan dan sorry, Fakulti Fakulti Perubatan dan Sains Kesihatan. Jadi kita ada dua penyampai, iaitu yang pertama adalah bagi program Doktor Perubatan oleh Prof. Dr. Rayyanku Nurlidah Awang Ojek, iaitu penyaras bagi fasa 1, dan kemudian diikuti oleh program kejururawatan oleh Puan Azilina Anak Gunggu, penyelaras program kejururawatan. Jadi saya rasa fakulti ini tak asing lagi lah bagi semua pelajar, terutamanya pelajar asasi sains hayat. Okay, so saya persilakan Prof.
Assalamualaikum. Good afternoon. All right, I'll share my screen. All right, I hope everyone can hear me and see my screen. All right.
Boleh Prof.
All right, so I'll be presenting on the medical program from our Faculty of Medicine and Health Sciences. All right. So the code will be UW67210001 in your EPU or whatever form that you're going to fill up. So I'm sure a lot of you want to join medicine, but before you want to join medicine, I would like you all to think real hard whether this is the career pathway that you want to take. Okay, it's not just beyond graduation or during the program itself. There's a lot of, sometimes it's overwhelming to some. All right, I see a few students who quit during first year or second year or during third year of the program. All right, sometimes the usual one is that, okay, my grades are good, so I can join medicine, but at the end of the day, they don't really like medicine. Or another reason was that parents wants them to join medicine. Okay, padahal dia tak nak ambil medicine. So you really have to think hard about this. All right. Kalau you tak suka, maknanya it's very hard to carry on with the overwhelming program in medicine. So many of you think of medical program, you want to become a doctor. Yes, all right. So if you see the timeline here, all right, this is where you're going to be for the next 5 years. Minimum is 5 years. If anything happens, 7 years. All right. After you graduate, there's 2 years of housemanship. Okay, this is a very, very critical period. Many did not, some may not persevere during these years. All right. Then, if you manage to go through 2 years of housemanship, then you go through your medical officer. Okay. If you want to do specialization, minimum waiting period is 3 years, and you have to undergo this MEDEX examination before you want to apply for 4 years degree for specialization in any discipline in medicine. All right. Even after specialization, you will not be specialist yet. You have to be gazetted. They want to see whether you are competent or not. So along this way, there will be competency check. Okay, there will be a checkpoint to make sure that you are competent all the way. All right. So who will be eligible? Okay. So I suppose prior UNIMAS, PNGK 3 and above. Okay. In any of the science subjects, either biology, chemistry, physics, or at maths. All right. And of course, together with your SPM result, at least B, A or B in any of 5 subjects below, and then in English, okay, you minimum C for English and minimum band 3 for MUET. So if you are eligible for all that, you fulfill all the criteria. Another important criteria is that if we call you for interview, all right, you have to pass this interview session. Okay, you may fulfill all these criteria, but if you cannot pass your interview session, then you tak ni lah. Alright, of course there will be a long list of those who will go for the interview, so you really have to fight. Alright, so in medical program we have 4 PEOs and 11 PLOs. You can have a look at our website. Alright, and this is what the structures in the medical programs look like. Year 1 and year 2 is preclinical, all right, more about theory. Okay, we teach you about physiology, anatomy, pathology, microbiology, parasitology, pharmacology, and all that. Right, so we have end of block exam, so we have lots of exam. Every 2 months we have exam. Setiap 2 bulan ada exam besar, ada exam besar. Yang paling besar lagi, the exit point between year 2 and year 3. This is preclinical, so we have another important exam here for you to be eligible to go to clinical years. And clinical years, you learn all about the clinical posting. So here again, you have lots of exam, end of posting exams, all right, throughout the year until your exit point here at professional exam at the end of the 5th year. So that's why I said if you want to go to medicine, you really have to think hard, okay? The exam tu bukan untuk suka-suka, but we want to make sure you are competent, knowledge enough and skillful. Okay, because at the end of the day, we are going to let you play with human life. Not to say play, but you are handling human life. All right. So the subject, okay, the discipline. So the first years more of biological strand, all right, and throughout the clinical year we produce we expose you to more of clinical strand, but it's not there is no clear line, all right. You have to have that knowledge to go up there to the clinical posting. Okay, the teaching learning activity, if you look at the calendar, okay, masa interview kita selalu tanya, we would like to remind you that we will not have so many public holidays. Okay, so you can see our public holiday there, Chinese New Year, Aidilfitri, now we have Gawai, okay, that's it. Okay, so other faculty will be having holidays for 2 months and we don't. And you see here, the green line here, those are exams, exam every 2 months. Okay, you have to go through that. So, but teaching and learning activity, we have many ways, not just lecture, practical, okay. We have PBL, team-based learning, we have case-based, all right. Especially in clinical years, we have many teaching learning activities just to expose you to the real world, all right. So this is what the typical timetable in phase 1, which is preclinical, looks like. We have lectures, practical, and we have PBL, and we will introduce to you all to the community as early as in year 1. Okay, so there will be program anak angkat, okay, where they will select a village and you will be given a family for you to look at their health status, monitoring and all that, and give them health education, all right, throughout the 2 years program in preclinical. So we have lectures. We are going to start lectures soon. All right. Now during COVID, still online. We have demonstration, but not many session nowadays. We have anatomatch at our pathology museum where we can teach you anatomy, where we have this 3D anatomatch. Okay, now we have PBL. We put you in small group where you discuss on cases. All right, we have practical sessions and We like to play Kahoot at the end of the day to see whether you learn what you're supposed to learn. All right. And we introduce to you early clinical activities. For example, how to take blood, and at the end of the day, we will assess you whether you are really good at taking blood, whether your procedure are correct or not. Okay, this is the photo of one of the community engagement. Okay, you go to the kampong, you do a health checkup with the village community. All right, this is under first preclinical teaching learning, whereas clinical is a bit different. All right, preclinical will be you'll be in your group most of the time, 150 of them, but in phase 2 you'll be divided into smaller groups. Okay, you'll be distributed in SGH, Serian, previously we have Sibu, all right, all hospital, all clinic kesihatan, we will put you there. Okay, for you to be exposed into the real world of kesihatan lah, all right. So you have a bit of lecture, all right. This is a typical timetable, but you have walk round. You go to the hospital. You have walk rounds. You go to the clinic. You join the specialist at the clinic, and the rest of the day is you do your ward work. You clerk your patient. Okay, you examine your patient. You study your patient. Okay, so in clinical years, we don't study in the library. We study in the hospital. That's where our library is. Okay. So we have clinical skill lab in our faculty, all right, where they teach you how to suture, how to do scrubbing, all right, how to put in catheter, how to do intubation and all that, all right, before you go to the real patient. This one is public health. This is, I think you all know tempat ni. This is India Street, all right. They check for Aedes, dengue and all that, together with pegawai kesihatan. Okay, so we expose you or bring you to the exact situation. Okay, so that you will not be shocked when you become MO houseman later. All right. So assessment, as I said, every 2 months assessment. We have essays, MCQs. We have OSPI and OSCE. This is 5 minutes. You are given 5 minutes to answer. Okay, 5 minutes for you to answer all questions. Right, for OSCE and for clinical. Okay, these are the examiners. These are the patient, and here you are. Okay, tengok examiner pun kejut, but then this is the real situation when you have assessment. All right. So this is our white coat ceremony where we celebrate those who can eligible to go to clinical year, from preclinical to clinical year. All right, and this is our recent, your recent seniors after first final professional exam. We have orchid ceremony to celebrate with them. So life as medical student, I know it's hard. Okay, you have to think of it, but you have your seniors. We have buddy system to help you. We have UNIMAS to help you. Your seniors will help you. All right. This is the activity of UNIMAS. They do have fun, not just study. Okay. So life beyond graduation, as I said, tengok ni balik. Once you go into medicine, you're gonna spend the rest of your life in medicine until the day you die. Okay, so it's going to be hard, all right. But they say under pressure, coal become, diamond. All right, you have to withstand all this, not just medical officers, specialist consultant, the nurse sister, all are looking at the houseman. That's why I said the 2 years is very critical. Okay, you are learning, so keep on learning, all right. But you have to start with go through the 5 years first lah. Okay, fikir baik-baik. So after that, you can give back your service to community. But first, you have to help yourself. All right, make sure you make a correct decision to choose medicine, not because of glamour, not because of money. Okay, and nowadays houseman and MO is under contract. So you really have to be very good for them to give you a permanent position. Okay, so at the end of the day, you have to have that grit to stay in this profession in medicine. Okay, if you want to know more about medicine, you can visit our website. There's a YouTube video on the program. Okay, I think I pass this to Puan Azelina.
Okay, thank you Prof. Jadi saya rasa soalan yang berkenaan dengan program perubatan kita bawa ke hujung lah. Okay, so Puan Azlina, thank you. Boleh teruskan?
Alright, selamat petang semua ya. Can you see my screen? I think
Yes,
yes.
saya boleh.
Thank you very much, MC. In the good afternoon. All right, good afternoon, students, fellow students, and colleagues who is around. I am Madam Azlina on behalf of our program, Bachelor of Nursing. I will be introducing the program to the students. Okay. All right, our program is Bachelor of Nursing, UW 67230001. So I am the program coordinator for the undergraduate. Okay, what is nursing? I guess while the pandemic struck the country, you all nurses are very well known, despite of doctors who works as a frontliner. So what is nursing? When we talk about nursing, it actually relates to the act of providing care, especially to those who are ill. All right. So it is not only just as a doctor assistant, but we also act to render a holistic care to the patient. Maknanya kita memberi perawatan kepada pesakit ya. And we also are one of the frontliners in the healthcare sectors, whether it's in the private sectors or in the government sectors. Okay, so in our program, Bachelor of Nursing, all right, the program is actually designed to enable the pre-registration student. Why I put the pre-registration and post-registration? For student from PPU, as I see, when you enter our program, we will classify you or categorize you under the pre-registration student. Pre-registration means you are not registered with Lembaga Jururawat Malaysia yet. That's why we call you as pre-registration student. And we also have post-registration student who join the program. And for post-registration student, these are students who have license to practice. They had their names registered with the Lembaga Jururawat Malaysia. So in other words, these are people, nurses who had working experience, and they joined us to have the bachelor degree. So we call them post-registration. So for you all, you will be called as a pre-registration nursing student. So our objective for the program is to ensure that you all are able to acquire a sound knowledge and skills for beginning professional nursing practice. Means in the program, we are not talking about knowledge itself, theory only, but we also going to teach you all and equip you all with the skills needed for you to be able to practice as a safe nurse. So it also to provide an appropriate educational foundation from which successful students may proceed to postgraduate studies in nursing. Means we don't want our students to stop as a bachelor graduate, but we want our students to further their study. So we encourage students after they finish their bachelor degree to further continue their studies, prepare them so that when they go for master, PhD, they are well equipped. So we also value creativity. We encourage critical thinking and also independent learners. In care, we always emphasize on the concept of holistic healthcare. All right, and we also go through the program is aligned with the current national and also global trends. So you don't have to worry. So what we are going to render to the students is updated, most of the based on the current situation. So be it in the healthcare, the changing disease patterns, and also the recent advancement in medical sciences as well as the technology. And apart from that, we also continue to continue to encourage and support students for continuous education as well as lifelong learning. All right, this is our program educational outcomes. I guess it is actually you also can find it in our faculty website. But to let you all know, this program educational outcomes is aligned with the MQF 2.0, the Malaysian framework, qualification framework. So, in other words, we also want our graduates to be able to provide safe and effective evidence-based care, to be effective and culturally competent care. Within a framework of scientific and professional accountability, exemplify self-advancement and entrepreneurial skills, and also professionally and ethically um, nursing practiced. Yeah, all right. So this is the program learning outcome. So we did not incorporate knowledge alone, our skills alone, but we also include in our program learning outcomes to ensure that our students are equipped with cognitive skills as well. Yeah, practical skills, of course lah, as nursing is concerned. You kena pandai lah. Kita akan ajar you on the procedures, the skills pertaining to nursing skills, nursing care, perawatan kejurawatan. And then we also want to equip you with the good interpersonal skills, so that when you work later on, you can work with other people, outside communication. We also have digital skills, numeracy skills, leadership, autonomy and responsibility, personal skills, entrepreneurial skills, and also ethics and professionalism. In nursing, we emphasize much on ethics and professionalism. So what are the minimum entry requirements to join our program? I guess the quota, just to let you all know, the quota for this program is very limited. Currently, actually we are putting into 50, but from the UPU, we are actually accepting up to 70 seats for the program, and quite laku lah, yeah. So even some student, they already get the courses from other program, they also want to join our program as well. So this program, I can tell, is quite kiranya macam goreng pisang panas lah ya. So banyak orang prefer to join nursing program. So for the entry requirement, we will basically look at the SPM or the matriculation result. So for your matriculation result, minimum CGPA is 2.5. Okay, that is a minimum qualification, and you should possess a grade C for any of these two subjects. They are the biology, chemistry, physics, or mathematics. Any two of these four, if you got C in STPM or your matriculation, you can join us, and also possesses at least grade C for any subjects like bio, chemistry, physics, science, or applied science. This is in your SPM result. And you should lulus ya, possess at least grade C in English and mathematics or additional mathematics at SPM level. And now with the MUAT of Band 3. Apart from that, we also would emphasize on students' health status. Those who wants to join us, we want to ensure that you are medically fit. So make sure which is certified by the medical or the medical practitioner, the doctor, that you are fit to join the program. So those with medical illness like serious physical or mental illness with serious communicable diseases like HIV/AIDS, hepatitis B, hepatitis C, mental illness and epilepsy and etc. I'm very sorry, we have to say, as for now, any students with this problem, they might be disqualified for the program, because we want to ensure that the graduates that we produce are safe when they provide care to the patient. Yeah. So this is the structure of the curriculum. In the structure of curriculum, we will have a the BMS medical sciences courses, and we have fundamentals of nursing where we learn on the core course of nursing. These are all for the basic medical science. We also learn on behavioral science and cognitive. We have concept and practice of CPBN courses, BMS, and you can see the most of the core courses of the nursing, they will be mirroring with a practicum. So during this practicum course, we will send the student out to the hospitals or clinics, depend on the objective of the course. As for now, we are sending students to Serian, Bau, SGH. We even send students to Cebu. Apart from that, we also have MOA with Kanawit Hospital. So almost every semester when we have the nursing courses, it will be mirrored with a practicum. So you can see here like medical surgical nursing, you go to class and then at the end of the semester, you get sent out for practicum. As such, just the same like medical, when you join this program, please do not expect much break or cuti. To tell you the truth, we have semester 1, semester 2, and when the student of the other faculty are going for their break in semester 3, after the semester 2, we actually have a semester pendek, which we call as antasasi or semester 3. So during that time, students are sent out fully for clinical. So in the clinical, the students are expected to have 100% of attendance. Yeah, if you are sick, you are ill, not feeling well, you have to do replacement. So it's not the law or the rules is not from us. It's actually a regulation from Lembaga Jururawat Malaysia, which we have to abide to. And to let you all know, when you are sent to the ward or for posting, we also work like the ordinary nurses, where we work based on shift, either AM, morning, afternoon, or night duty. So this is another practicum here and another practicum in your year 2. So every semester you're going out. Semester 3, year 3, you're also going out for your complex nursing. Complex nursing, where you learn on the emergency, radiotherapy unit, you dihantar ke ward cancer ya. You also being taught on nursing research. Kita akan ajar you also on the ONG. Ini adalah kita hantar you pergi maternity ward, gynae ward ya. So kita juga ajar you on pediatric nursing untuk penjagaan kanak-kanak. Mental, we send you to Sentosa Hospital. Community, kita akan hantar you ke klinik-klinik kesihatan ya. And then practicum at the end of the day. Kita juga hantar student untuk community service project. So in this community service project, we send you to NGO. So you learn to do community service. And you have your longest practicum, that is nursing elective, where students are allowed to choose where area they are interested in. So there will be attached in the clinical. We have gerontological, looking after the old people, and you do your project and all. This is the last 2. And before you finish, at the end of your semester 2 in year 4, you will have another professional exam, which comprise of the theory test as well as the practicum test, that is OSCE. So the reason why we do professional exam is to ensure that you are actually fit or safe to be graduated at the end of the day before we send you out for Lembaga Jururawat licensing exam. So what are the facilities available? I think some of it has been showed by Associate Professor Dr. Dayangku just now. Yeah, we have our CSL for the stimulation class, yeah, anatomy, lab, and so on. All right. So the duration of the program, it is a 4 years program. Okay. So if you want to choose nursing, make sure the most important thing, you must have a compassion for the sick. Yeah, this is the most important thing. If you don't have that, it will be very difficult. Yeah. Okay, so the career pathway, you can be either when you finish your degree, you can work in the hospital, whether in government or in the private. It can be in the community. It can be industrials, dialysis center, product specialist, or insurance industry. So you can be, when you graduate, you can be a clinical specialist, where you can be the in-charge nurses, clinical instructor, ward manager, nursing lecturer, where you can work in hospital, colleges, or even universities. So all this, actually, you can Google, you can see the career pathway for nursing. All right, so this is what going on with our students lah. Even during the pandemic, we already send our student out, even though parents are worried because of the COVID, they are afraid to let the students out for practicum. But we cannot avoid it because we are the frontliners. So even during the pandemic, when the hospitals are ready to open for the student, we already send our students out for practicum. This is in the hospital Serian. This is when we do conference. We do international conference as well with other students from Thailand, Philippines, China, and even Indonesia. So we collaborate with people outside as well. This is where we send our student during the elective posting to Muhammadiyah, Pontianak. This is during the exam, professional exam. I guess that's it very fast from me. MC, I'll give I render back to you. Thank you.
Okay, thank you Puan Azlina. Okay, jadi student any questions boleh type. Saya bagi masa dalam maybe 1 minute for Q&A. Jadi just to share, previously before COVID, we used to bring our student to the Faculty of Medicine and Health Sciences. So I've seen student straight away they say, okay, I'm not going to do medicine. Just after they see the schedule that Prof shared just now. And then one time we went to the mortuary. So I think Prof pun tadi ada tunjukkan gambar cadaver tu. So some of the student pun they have they change their mind lah. They said that they don't think they can do this lah by seeing the cadaver and everything. And especially the schedule itself. So students, do you have any questions? So talking about tadi Prof ada sentuh pasal SPM and everything. So I hope if the student yang sekarang ni kalau tak lepas syarat SPM, I hope that you dah already retake the SPM and repair because the interview I got this from Dr. Muna Prof. So Dr. Muna, just so you know, adalah daripada Fakulti Perubatan dan Sains Kesihatan juga. So the date that she shared with the program coordinator is going to be 21st to 22nd of May. Jadi
Yes.
list interview for our student nanti awal Mei lah it will be out. Jadi for the student please alert for all of this. Rasanya tak ada soalan lah Prof dengan ni Madam. Okay.
This is
So
second time kan dia punya ni. This is
Hmm.
second Jeraya
Hello,
Barat,
madam.
right?
Yeah. Oh, okay, ada soalan kot.
I have a question. If we fail the interview, we won't be able to join the medicine.
Yeah, because not fail. You have to. There are many students will be called for interview, so there will be rank. All right. So let's say full marks is 50, for example. So if there are many others who scored 50, so your name will be lower. Okay. Currently we are taking 150 lah so far. Saya rasa tak ada perubahan 150. So it depends because not just Pra-U, there will be those students coming from UPU as well, from matrikulasi and also other asasi, asasi asasi UITM, and from STPM as well. So you ada competition dekat situ. There's a lot of competition.
Yeah. True.
Right.
Okay, thank you, madam.
Right.
Okay, thank you for the question. Ada last sebelum kita wrap up for the Fakulti Perubatan?
I see the questions from the chat box asking about is there any male student in nursing? Yes, we have, and the number is increasing for every intake. Just to let you know, if you want the best model is our own HOD. He is the first male nurse. That is the pioneer group for our program. So now he is becoming our HOD, Dr. Rikaya. He is also a male nurse. So currently, the number of male students are increasing in our faculty, and they are doing well. They are doing well because they really they have the compassion. They are doing very well. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, I think saya rasa soalan ni ditujukan kepada saya. How did the administration list out all the name for the interview? Okay, the name tu is actually the interviewer will be from the faculty itself, but the name is actually from us here in Prayo. So you have to be alert that it's going to be take from your PNGK, which is your CGPA, semester 1, and then we're going to make a mock pointer based from your mid semester 2, okay, which is yang baru minggu lepas kita buat itu, and also with your tapisan SPM. So if you memenuhi dua syarat ini, and then depends dengan Fakulti Perubatan lah, usually we send to you guys 120 names. Of course lah, bukannya semua dapat kan 120 names tu. So from that Fakulti Perubatan yang akan decide lah daripada 120 tu berapa orang yang diorang akan ambil. I think 70 to 80, which is for me pretty high compared to other foundation throughout Malaysia. So thanks to Fakulti Perubatan lah. For accepting quite a lot of our students from Asasi. Okay. I think we have to stop now sebab I think Dr. Hasnul pun dah berada di dalam ni. So jadi for the question tu maybe you could contact so Dr. Dai ni boleh lah kalau my student contact you guys directly. Okay, alright, thank you.
InsyaAllah.
Okay. Alright. Okay, thank you Prof Dayangku dengan Madam Azlina. Okay, thanks for joining us this evening.
Ya, sama-sama. Thank you, Muhammad Iqbal.
Thank you.
Alright.
Ya.
Okay, bye.